Now, Matt Johnson.
Andrew.
When I say the name, or I guess the school, Liberty University,
yes.
What's the first name that comes to your mind?
Falwell.
Falwell, obviously. Of course.
Of course.
Famous for our founder and the president of our school, who just so happens to be with us in studio, joining us on the Get Up and Go show. First time in the new digs, in the new location, is President Jerry Falwell Jr. How are you, sir?
Great. Welcome, Andrew. And Matt, good to see both of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Well, how are you doing?
Wonderful. This semester's gone by so fast, it's hard to believe. And but it's been a fun semester, and it's hard. It's 3 weeks left. It's
24 days to be exact. Yes.
And for you, you're graduating.
Yes, finally, you are getting rid of me. Yes,
he has been counting down the days. Let me tell you that.
I may have started at 170, and now we're at 24 till commencement.
He's been working his way.
Yes, slowly but surely. Now, it's been a fun year. Okay, it's not just a fun semester. This year in general has been a lot of firsts for Liberty. You know, whether it be the football team. Let's kind of start there. You know, I saw you at JMU, and that was an unreal day for the school. You know, just tell us your thoughts on the athletic program, especially the football team.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Oh, no, it was so exciting. I've got a picture up in the football box of me standing on the sidelines watching a Liberty football game in 1973 or 4. And so that's how long I've been waiting for Liberty to get into the playoffs. And it's 40 years, and it was well worth the wait. It was so exciting to win that first game against JMU. And we were up in the box, and the crowd was, not too. We were beating on the window every time we scored. The crowd was not real.
Happy.
They all had on those, was it purple shirts?
Yeah, they're purple and gold. Yeah.
And they, were looking back and flipping us off, that kind of thing. But at the end of the game, when it was clear we had won, one of the students turned around and he looked up and he made sure nobody else was looking, and he pulled up his purple shirt, and it was Liberty University.
No way. Of course it was.
Thanks to that guy.
Liberty is taking over Virginia, apparently. Are you a big sports fan? Are you outside of Liberty? Like, do you watch sports?
Yeah, I was a huge Green Bay Packers fan from the time I was. I was born in '62. When they won the Super Bowl in 60, was it 67, 68? They
won 67 and 68. Super Bowl 1 and 2.
From that time, well, they also won a bunch of championships before they called it Super Bowl.
Right, but the NFL championship,
And so the Eagles. But no, from that point on, I was a Green Bay Packers fan. Went up there one time to meet Bart Starr. He was a coach then. Walked out on the field, and for a kid, in his teens, that was a big deal. But yeah, I've always been a football fan, and later, I don't know how popular Dallas is around here, but I was a Dallas fan back in the '80s, but stuck with Green Bay most of the way.
Well, that's good.
Did you play any sports?
Liberty's
or?
First.
I was waiting for
Liberty's first colors were green and gold.
Yep. I remember that.
I played Little League football. That's not what they called it. They called it Pee Wee.
Pee Wee League. Yeah.
And I just remember one time playing Pee Wee football. I was a fullback, and I remember running a really good play up the middle, and the coach on the sidelines was one of these loud, Bear Bryant type coaches. He's yelling, he yelled, "Jerry Falwell, when you come off that field, I'm going to kiss you." And my dad was on the sidelines. He said, "Please make sure you get the right one."
Again, we got President Jerry Falwell Jr. I've been here a while, as you know,
say the
obviously. It's so weird calling you president. Like, obviously I call it you that, but I go right to Chance the President. Yeah. What was
Is there any reason for a switch?
For the switch?
Chancellor is more a term that's used for somebody who's in charge of a group of schools, like North Carolina System, or
right.
Okay. And Chancellor here made sense for my father because he was head of LCA, head of LU, LHBI, lots of different. But now that we've separated everything, and it's gotten so big that my brother takes care of the church. I take care of the university.
Right.
It's really just Liberty University is what I do.
Okay.
And so president seemed to make more sense.
For those who don't recognize the voice, President Jerry Falwell Jr. in studio with us. Coffee House was fun this year. The 90s Coffee House, as well as Winter, but I know you weren't at that one. What'd you think of 90s Coffee House this year?
Spring. Oh, we
the spring one, yeah.
We went to the Carolina game where our women's basketball team played Carolina in the first round of the NCAA that morning in Durham. Flew to Washington for Pat Robertson's 85th birthday party. Made a lot of good contacts for future convo speakers. Then flew to Lynchburg for the coffee house at 11:30. So we caught all three events that day, and it was I thought it was really good. It seems to get better every spring.
It's funny, Matt. We're afterwards after Coffee House. We sat together, right?
We had a table.
We had a table.
Us and the gang.
We're afterwards, and I'm with Paul Vandenbosch of Overtime, as well as Matt Garcia, and then Taji from the Tuesday Thursday Get Up and Go show.
Yeah.
And they had never gotten a picture with you, so I mean I've known you for a while, so it was sure. He's just Jerry. Like you can go up and ask him for a picture.
Absolutely.
And they have a running joke that I've been here since your dad has been here, and I shake it off like you guys are being funny. And of course, what do you say as we go take a picture with you? It's Andrew's been here for about 10 years. They now have ammunition forever. Jerry, thank you.
In the dictionary, by the word perseverance, there's a picture of Andrew.
I am proud of that. I am very proud of that.
He's been here since the Stone Ages.
Yes. Listen.
He was here when this is just farmland.
Your dad and I built this school, and it was fun. Okay?
He was the third founder, along with Professor Towns.
Yes, exactly. Jerry Jr. in studio with us. A couple weeks ago, Ted Cruz was here. That was interesting.
That was insane.
That was just, we didn't know about it. I didn't know about it until about 10 days before. I was on vacation, spring break with the family, and got a call. And they said, he wants to announce his presidency here, but it has to be on the 23rd of March. It can't be any other day for whatever reason. And we had the governor schedule that day.
Right.
So I had to do I got on the phone with the governor's office, explained he was welcome to come, he was welcome to be there, but it might be a little awkward for him.
A little.
He ultimately made the decision to put it off till the fall. So it was his choice, and we hope to get him back here in the fall semester. But it worked out, and it's the most press I've seen for political type,
right?
Not athletic type, for Liberty in long time, and it was everywhere.
That wasn't like commencement, or anything like that. It was it was interesting. I got a chance to talk to his dad afterwards, and to see the pride that he had for his son announcing his presidency. Did you get to interact with the family at all?
We did, yeah. His wife just quit her job with Goldman Sachs that weekend, and she was here, visited with Becky, and of course Rafael Cruz, his father, had spoken here before, and he worked with my dad back in the '80s and moral majority days, but I think it's the first time we met. Well, the first time we met Ted was when he spoke here earlier. Okay, but this was just different. It was it felt like a real.
Felt presidential.
I mean, with that staging around and the
right.
And all the press there, it was about 40 cameras, it looked like.
Before we go to a break, was there a reason he told you that he wanted to speak here, that he wanted to announce it here?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was the warm reception that he received here. I think a lot of it was just the youth. He wants to appeal to younger voters, and what better place than to have
pick a college?
Yeah, some of the press said, well, yeah, but they had to be there. Well, I said, what? And I countered that, yeah, they had to be there just like they did for every other convocation, but nobody required them to give a standing ovation.
No, they didn't. Yeah, you answered the comments afterwards that the media, criticism. You answered that very well.
Thank you.
That was well done. Yeah, see, I can give credit to you. Perseverance, Jerry. Your picture's right behind me. And